Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This video is very special to me because I'm gonna share with you guys a video that I created not too long ago, and it's a video of the house that I grew up in. It's a video of a lot of memories that mean a lot to me. This is also very important for me to share this with you guys so that if I ever feel like it, I can, watch it back and reflect on it. And for me, it's very important to share such incredible stories with you guys, because if you look back to the first video I created on this channel and you see that I'm in a completely different room than I'm in now, that's actually because I used to live in my parents' house in also the room that I used to have. And in this video, I'll be sharing you guys the last moments that I will be in the house, because my parents came to the conclusion of selling the house, then buying a house in Greece, which is where they are now, and to buy a house in the Netherlands, like an apartment. So it's interesting to reflect on, the old house of my parents that I used to live in, which I lived there for 17 years, and to look back onto something so special and realizing I was so young and I grew up in that house, and I even had my emotional moments. I'm not sure if in the video you might hear that from me, but living in a house for 17 years and then to live somewhere else is really special. Um, so without further ado, let's hop into the video. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. I hope I don't get too emotional myself because it does really mean a lot to me. And it's a really special video. I compiled, by the way, all the videos that I created because I thought I made one single video, but it's multiple videos all together. I used a tool called Clidio. You will see a watermark in the video because you need to pay to get it removed, which I found out in the end. But I'm really curious to share this with you guys because it means the world to me, and it's such a special video I've really been wanting to make. So do make sure that if you like my comment, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. It would help me out and I would highly appreciate it. But again, without further ado, let's hop into the video. So, as you can see, this is the front part of the house itself. And basically, this is where the front door was. This is the main window of the living room and the two cars in front. I hope it's not too loud for you guys. I don't think it should be. So I'm not exactly sure in what order they are brought together, but it went from the front part to my sister's room. So this is where my sister used to be sleeping at. This was her bedroom. And then this was her room to dress, like her dressing room. So here we're back outside. This is the jacuzzi that my parents used to own, and it's very hard to see, but there used to be a swimming pool here. I'll try to maybe record a new video that is maybe a bit better, because it was in the evening when we were there. It's just that I really would love to share these moments with you guys. In this clip right now, you will hear me talk, so I'm gonna quickly mute myself. I'll let you listen through the audio clip. There might be some people talking in between all the way from downstairs because my girlfriend and I had to leave, but I really wanted to make sure that I gotten these in time. So I'm gonna quickly mute my microphone so you can just listen to me talk, and once I need to turn it on again, I'll eventually narrate the rest of the parts.
So, I am pretty sure that most of you guys are wondering, like, why is this guy filming his own room, which is completely empty, looks very psychotic. Basically, this video that I'm posting is about me leaving my childhood house that was for my parents, which sold it recently, and they're moving to a new place where they bought a house in the Netherlands and one in Greece. And this is the last time I will ever set foot in the actual property for my parents. Eventually, I might want to go back when I'm like really a lot older and to still reflect on the same way. But to know that this house I'm in, with all the, you'll probably see videos and images.
So you could hear somebody calling me from downstairs because I was taking too much time. I'll do some more talking later on. It's just that in the room that I used to sleep in and the room where I used to create videos in and play games, that's where I talk to myself. The other ones are just to kind of show around the house, really. So this used to be the dressing room for my parents, and this is the bathroom, like the well, this was the bathroom, the main bathroom in that case. I gotta say, tops up to the showers, by the way, they were incredible. It just feels really weird, like living in a house for 17 years and I'm 23 now. So knowing that I was about 6 years old when we moved in, it's so weird to see. And as you can see now, we're walking up the stairs. That's how I got into my room, and my sister's room in that case. Always the red carpet. Alright, so this is a bit in between. This was just downstairs. This was outside again. You can also see my dog, by the way. I'm not sure if I show my dog in the video. But it's very dark, so I will probably record a new video. If the people who bought the house will allow me to, of course. But it's very strange to leave something so memorable and so desirable, to leave it. So this is the kitchen. So for you guys who don't speak Dutch, I'm from the Netherlands, so our main language is Dutch, and you can hear my girlfriend and my mom in the background. And my mom says, or my girlfriend's quoted, like, you know, recording, that I was recording everything. And my mom said, you know, when you get older, it's, you know, nice to reflect on these type of videos. And that's why I love the power of YouTube, that you can share so many things online, and not just for myself, but also with you guys. Like, maybe some of you guys had the same feeling or the same moment where you leave your childhood house behind and you start realizing how fast the time goes. Because every single time there's a hair in my ear, every single time I look back at these videos, I always remember when I was such a young kid, so empowered by the power of YouTube, creating videos. And first of all, I started making videos about Lego and about all that kind of stuff. And then it transitioned over gameplay, and the whole official krill came along later on. And it's just very strange to watch this back and to know how fast the time goes. Again, I don't know in which order these clips were compiled. They're not in the order that I recorded them, but I'll briefly take you guys through. So in the corner that you can see right now, it's very dark, but this is where the piano used to be. So my parents took the piano to Greece, but I used to play a lot of piano back then. I think about 16 years I've been playing piano. And I recorded a lot of videos and posted them on my Instagram and my YouTube online, so I could share them. So this is one of the rooms in the living room, and it's completely empty because my parents had to pack everything because they were leaving very soon. They actually left the house now. And this is what used to be an office room for my dad, with the same desk as well that he is taking, if I'm correct at least. And this is the living room. This is where we spend most time watching movies, had fun together, and I'm actually gonna really miss it here. You know, in my phone and everywhere, I still have all the address lists covered with all the addresses for here. This is the main area where you come, the main entrance, and then you walk up the stairs to your room. So there's it's like a 3-story house. This is the first part, and then the second stairs, and there's a third one as well. I don't feel like I show the third part. But this used to be a guest room. So if ever we had guests over, my grandparents or any family relatives, they would sleep there. Jesus, okay, that transition really really fast. So that's my girlfriend. This is my dog right there. This is Marley. This is, as you guys maybe know, I've got 2 dogs, and Marley is the pug with Down syndrome. So, fun little backstory. I'll get to my room in the end, I believe. But this is where I eventually had my setup. This used to be the workspace for my mom. But eventually she gotten a backache and she could not continue her work, so she had to change it over. And eventually it came along to this point that I wanted to put my setup from upstairs to downstairs, because I had spent a lot of time upstairs, and you know, it's important that you talk to your parents, that you see people. That's also why I moved down. It was actually the best decision I've ever made. So this is a side room where the dishwasher, or not the dishwasher, the washing machine and the dryer should be. Or used to be at least, and this is a ginormous fridge that we used to own. Just trying to kind of scroll through real quickly. Okay, so this is where I believe both parts. Yeah, so this is my bedroom, and eventually you'll see my well, quote unquote gaming room, and that's where I used to spend most of my time creating videos, building Lego, playing games with friends, and all that kind of stuff. But again, I'll mute my microphone so you can hear me talk in the video, because I was actually talking to myself, explaining this. I was actually making a video for YouTube on this. So I'll let you guys hear what I was talking about, and I'll see you guys in a second.
To set foot in this house again, and you know, I've lived 17 years of my life. I'm 23 now, and I've lived 17 years in this house. Being young, starting a YouTube channel, recording things, playing with Lego. My entire childhood has been inside this room. I had my closet here with stuff, my bed was on this side, and I had a bunch of things here, including a TV. Then here we had my dressing room with my closet and all my clothing, and it feels a bit sad but also weird to be in the same house.
So that was my bedroom, and this is where we are now. This is actually, for me, the most important room. This was the room that I used to create a lot of videos in, that I used to play games with. I spent most of my childhood in this room because it was my room, apart from my bedroom, of course. You'll see a lot of like holes in the wall and a lot of damage in the room, but that's because I always hung up a lot of things, figurines to posters. Little note, like side note, it looks a lot of like a room for somebody who probably died there, or like a psyche room. But I can promise you it's not. It's just that the room is completely empty. There used to be a lot of stuff, so you wouldn't recognize all the damage in the walls that I created in the time. But just look through and you'll hear it.
And this is where all the magic happens, so don't mind the walls. I mean, there used to be a lot of LED lights and all kinds of posters on here, and it's completely empty now. In 17 years of my life, I've been in this house creating videos about games, about starting a YouTube channel, having my entire setup here that changed every single year. And it just feels so weird saying goodbye to such a memorial place where I spent every single bit of my childhood. And normally I would turn on the lights, but as you can see, the lights were taken off because the people who are gonna live here, they got different lights. But it's so incredibly weird to stand in the same place where 17 years of my life I've been making videos.
So maybe for reference, a lot of people might think that I've got like swastika logos or like a Nazi cross. At least to my assumption, it looks like a lot of like Nazi crosses in my room. Don't worry, those were just like, that's where I hung the foam, like the natural foam or acrylic foam that will eventually isolate the sound, so nothing will come out through the room. So don't think weird. I'm not some kind of neo-Nazi or anything like that. But yeah, it's been 17 years that I spend in this house, 17 years in this room. And I'll try to find some pictures eventually that I might share across my social media on how the room would look before. You can literally, um, I'll show you guys the clip after how you can see, like, or actually, in other words, find the first video on this channel, and that's exactly how this room used to be. It was a lot of stuff that was filled in. You can see the acrylic foam on the sides. But yeah.
It's a bit sad at one point because, you know, being 23 and 17 years, which is nearly 6 years apart, this has been one of the biggest places of my life, even the biggest.
Alright, so I need to cut that part. So yeah, for me, it really came down to I wanted to share this video with you guys because it means a lot to me, and I would like to, you know, if ever in doubt, if I ever feel like want to rewatch this video and look back on my childhood, it's, for my part, it's important to share these kind of videos, because I like to share my life with you guys. You know, that's what most YouTubers do. They like to share their videos. They like to share all the kind of stuff with you guys. So this was kind of like my input to you guys. It's important for me to also share this so I can not only reflect on it myself, but share it with the people that I know, share it with my friends, family, you guys. And it means the world to me that you guys support me in this journey. It really means a ton, and all I can say is thank you for all the support all of you have given so far. But to look back at the house and that I've lived there for 17 years, it feels very strange to leave such a place. Like, normally, you know, it felt okay leaving the house and starting to live on my own and knowing my parents used to be there because I could still come over. But being at a point now where the house is sold and it's not for my parents anymore and it's completely somebody else's house right now, it's a lot to take in, to realize that is some place you'll probably never go to again. Like, I'll definitely visit it again, and when I'm older I'll look back at it. But it's strange to leave such a big piece of my childhood behind. Not only that, but to also think about, you know, I would love to see what they would make from the house. If I would come back to that house later on and everything is completely changed by the other people, I would love to just create a video and show you guys the difference that has been made. Because, you know, sometimes you just gotta take time to get through things, and, you know, I will get through this point. That's not the case. But this was just something that I really wanted to share with you guys. Like, it really means a lot to me. And it really occurred to me that it's really important for me to share this, not only with myself, but also for you guys. But anyway, guys, without further ado, I've talked a lot in this video. You've seen a lot in this video. Without further ado, guys, honestly, this video has been such an incredible journey for me to look back all the time I've spent there and all the changes that are coming along again. I just want to thank you guys for everything so far, and it means the world to me that you guys support me in this journey and support me in what I do. And honestly, all I can say is thank you guys for everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because it means the world to me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I wish you guys the honest best, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.